Hello everybody, welcome to another music lesson with Miss T. Today we are going to talk a little bit briefly about what we've been learning about, which is the instruments. And unfortunately in the situation that we're in, we can't be together in the music classroom playing the instruments, but we have gotten to learn a lot about them, the characteristic sounds of certain instruments, how you decide what family certain instruments belong to. So what we're going to do today is we're going to bring up some of those concepts of how you can designate instruments to a certain family, how they are played. So, Zuka, are you going to help us? Today, we are going to cover some of those ideas about how you would classify the instruments, and that is going to inspire us to make our own instruments. That's right, today we are going to do some crafts, and we are going to make our own instruments with the things we have at home. I'm going to show you a few examples of those items. In this bag here, my magical bag of all the things, you have some options. So these are some things I've collected out of my recycle bin that are clean and easy to use. So go. Uh-oh. There he goes. All right, Zuko was in my camera. So these are some things from my house that are clean, easy to use that I think we could use to make some instruments. So one, this is a Tide to Go. This is where my detergent goes. And it's kind of like a hollow container, okay? That's something I've got. I've got a Powerade bottle, empty Powerade bottle. I've got an empty juice container. A small rectangular box that my light came in. A pretty big rectangular box from a pizza. I've got a Maxwell House coffee container. I've got another smaller jug, a little bit smaller than the juice jug. It's some creamer. I've got this fabric freshener empty container. And I have this tin can. Okay, so I've got a lot of stuff here. I've got to decide how I could use this to make an instrument. So let's real quick talk about the ways we could classify the instruments. So today I want you to try and make an instrument that falls under at least one of these three categories. One, it requires you to strike it by playing it. So for example, a drum would require you to strike it by playing it. Second example would be an instrument that requires you to use the strings, to the string vibrations, to pluck the strings or to move the strings to create that string vibration. And the third thing would be to use your air to play the instrument to create a pitch. And there are some different examples of these and how to make other items that fall into those categories. Below in the description, I've linked videos of DIY instrument making. There's also a video down there that requires straws, and you cut the straws to different lengths to create an instrument that you would blow air into. So you've got a few different options as far as different things you'd like to make. I'm going to show you personally a quick video of me making a drum. All right, so I decided to go with these two coffee containers. So this is a tin container made out of aluminum, and it has a plastic lid on the top. And then this is a plastic container with another plastic lid on top. So let's just see how they sound. Alright, I'm not really feeling the vibe, so I'm going to change it up. I don't think I like using these are like my salad utensils. I don't think I like using that with the instrument, so I'm going to see how they sound without striking them with a drumstick style thing. I'm going to see how I like it with just my hands playing. So let's try this. Alright, that was better. I have a feeling that if I hold it, I might like it a little better. Let's try this one. Very cool. So I'm going to experiment with maybe moving the lid around. That left an open side. And then this one, I feel like maybe we can try that as well. Okay, yeah, so leaving that open side, kind of, if you notice most of our drums in our classroom, they have an opening on the bottom that allows the sound to resonate. So I actually liked that better. I liked that sound better. It's a little louder, a little more resonant. So I think I'm going to dedicate my time to working on this drum. I'm going to work on this drum right here. It looks like I've already kind of got a handle I can work with. So now I'm going to get to do the fun part, okay, that I think is probably one of the funner parts, is to decorate my drum. All right, so I'm going to speed up the video and show you guys how I chose to decorate my drum. Okay, so y'all, I hope y'all got a chance to kind of see how my drum was made very clearly. It's pretty simple. That's why I picked to do this particular DIY instrument, because it's pretty easy to make. You can literally use anything that has some type of a hollow base to use as a drum, because the sound can resonate out of it a little easier. So anything that kind of has space on the inside, even if it's a box where you can kind of open up one side and use the other side as a drum, you can use a lot of things for a drum. That's why I chose to do this instrument in my demo. So I added some personal touches, as you can see. I think that's always fun to do, especially when you're doing a DIY instrument, is to add some personal touches. So I added some decor around the body of my drum, and I will, again, this is the top and this would be the bottom because it's got that opening. So let's just see how it sounds. Not that it's going to sound any different because my paper didn't really do much to change the sound, but just to show you a little bit. All right, and that was Miss T's DIY drum demonstration. So there's many more ideas for different instruments you have in the bottom. Some of them, if you don't have the materials to make them, the drum is very simple and accessible. Always, 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 always ask your parents for permission, or guardian, or whoever you are with right now during your school time. that you are able to have permission to use materials, that they might can help you find something that you can use. Just make sure you have their permission, because you always want to be safe, especially if you're going to be using some art supplies like scissors, tape, glue, colors, and then in this case, an empty coffee container. Also, I have another video that I included below that is Mrs. T talking about how to make your own shaker. That also would fall under our DIY instruments for today. So I hope you all have a good time making this activity. And I can't wait to see your instruments on the next chance we get. I hope you all have an awesome time creating today. Be safe, and I will see you guys later. Miss T out.